What is going on, Reed Nation? Welcome back to the channel, man. So we're back with another video, man. We just got done doing our Brock Lesnar one. Hold on, let me go ahead and get that a little bit right there. Hold on, get it to the side. We just got done doing our Brock Lesnar one, man, and we're gonna be watching wrestling gifts. I've seen a couple of videos for them, and they're pretty solid. So this is one on how WWE ruined John Cena Farewell Tour. They very much did. When they turned him face on SmackDown, I was like, hmm, there's got to be something else going on. Like, for them to do this and then like them bringing back Brock, I was like, yeah. But like I said, the heel turn didn't work. You know what I mean? And I heard that, the reason why The Rock ain't show back up is because his original idea, and from watching WWE Unreal, his original idea was for Cody to turn heel, and for I guess John build a way for John as a babyface to take the title off him. I don't know. WWE's been on some crazy stuff lately, and I don't know what to explain about it. But any further ado, let's watch this video. And if you haven't, hit that like button, subscribe. Let's get to 30,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. Now, I gave him a like, and let's see what he talking about.
153 days ago, John Cena shocked the world and did something we never thought we would see. In a moment that nobody will ever forget, The Rock and Cena stood together in the ring, Cody Rhodes bled for the industry, and for the first time in 20 plus years, John Cena was officially a heel.
Yep.
The night Cena turned heel was something straight out of a movie. The washed king, after years and years of coming back and losing, after choking at the Rumble, Cena came back and overcame the odds one more time and won the Elimination Chamber.
He did that,
With
though.
The Rock and Travis Scott in the ring, the rest was history.
It
What I loved
was.
most about the turn was just seeing Cena become a machine, become a heartless psychopath monster. His facial expression to his body movement, everything changed. Cena was moving different, and in a matter of seconds became unrecognizable. The smile was gone, and the fun and games were over. It was a beautiful moment. It was as if the world stopped for a second. Everyone went crazy. People started calling it the greatest heel turn of all time. The fantasy booking was out of control.
It
The
was at
possibilities
first.
were endless
At
because we
first.
were finally getting something we never thought we would ever see. But just 153 days later, the John Cena heel run is over. And 153 days later, despite how insane this moment was, how special it was, it shouldn't have happened. The WWE turned John Cena heel in his last year of wrestling and honestly ruined his farewell tour. What was supposed to be this legendary heel turn ended up being nothing more than a failure and left us with 5 months of the weirdest character arc we've ever seen.
And I'm going to say this right here. I think that the John Cena heel turn failed miserably. And I love The Rock, but it's because The Rock wasn't there. After after the Travis Scott WrestleMania situation and The Rock not showing up, I think that's where the storyline declined, because The Rock is a big factor inside this heel turn. And taking away The Rock, it's like The Rock has control with TKO, and you could have used it as like he's messing with John's mind, but they scratched that, and that's what ruined it, if I'm being completely honest, for me.
And worst of all, out of Cena's 36 dates in 2025, we were left with a heel run that ate up more than half of them with some of the stupidest television you could possibly imagine. The Cena heel turn is the perfect example of everything wrong with modern day TKO-owned WWE. Everything is being done for the wrong reasons. Was the Cena heel turn done because they had 7 to 8 months of amazing storyline planned? No. Was it done because it was going to be the best way to honor Cena's legacy? Hell no. Nah, it was done because of clout chasing and aura farming. This is what happens when every PLE, pay-per-view, whatever, needs to end with a crazy angle so they can break the internet. This is what happens when, God forbid, ticket sales are down for Elimination Chamber because the prices are insane and we have to bring in The Rock to sell it out. But what they fail to realize is all of that comes with so much extra bullshit, because Rock only wants to be involved if something major happens. You know what? Screw it. Turn Cena heel. And hey, you know what? We have this reality show coming soon on Netflix where we're going to talk about all the behind-the-scenes stuff and break kayfabe like never before. That's perfect timing. We can use the footage for that. Let's turn Cena heel. Oh, and Travis Scott might be down to wrestle. Wasn't he in Fortnite? Kids love Fortnite. My kids love Travis Scott. Let's turn Cena heel and align him with Travis Scott for some reason. All of this just to chase the cloud of TikToks and streamers and to get hypebeast Instagram pages posting about them, but throwing aside everything that actually matters. What happened to the love of the game, man? When Cena turned heel, everyone was so intrigued on what was next. How was he going to act? How was he going to move? What would his theme be? His attire? Everything. How was the heel Cena presentation going to be? I mean, we did wait 20 plus years for this, but instead of putting in any effort, all we got were you people promos that would have worked in 2015, not 2025. And instead of actually committing to the heel run, all they had to do was tell us that we get nothing and continue to do whatever the hell this was. It's so obvious they had no idea what the hell they were doing, because you look at Cena at Elimination Chamber and he's acting, he's putting in work, he looks demonic, he's a savage, and then when he appears on March 17th, he just apparently becomes a pussy overnight and starts crying and whining. It was such a joke. It was so stupid. Yo, they
It's
had Cena
it's
telling
kind of
everyone that
true
we get
though.
nothing, no new theme, no new attire, no
Damn.
new nothing. But the company continued to push a brand new T-shirt every single week. I thought we weren't getting anything. How come the fans in the arena are getting a new limited edition T-shirt every week? What kind of heel goes from city to city repping a new T-shirt referencing
It
the
doesn't
city
make
that
sense,
they're
does
in?
it?
And don't forget the towels and the hat. All they wanted was the cloud of heel Cena without actually doing any of the work that preceded it, and just use the "you get nothing" trope to excuse their lazy ass booking and storytelling. What they did to our boy was a shame. Look how they massacred our boy,
They
a
did.
character that makes no sense. They had him go to WrestleMania 41 and what was supposed to be this epic, amazing moment where he finally won number 17, and it just became the Travis Scott show. Yo, they really had us sitting there watching the main event of WrestleMania and had Travis Scott spend 5 minutes making his shitty entrance while Cena and Cody just laid there and smiled. And they were also, by the way, this was like literally
Yeah.
a generational stinker. Because, you know, what's more important? Delivering a banger in the main event of Mania for all the people who bought tickets, or getting Travis Scott involved so our TikTok numbers can go burr and maybe Complex can post about us again. Yo,
Right.
if you really think about it, Travis Scott was just the big show of John Cena's heel turn. I hate you, Travis Scott. Astro World was fire. Shout out to Days Before Rodeo, but
I don't hate
why do
Travis.
you have
I
to be the
just
big
think he
show?
didn't
Yo,
need to be
look
there.
at me, look at this. I never thought I would see the day where my goat. You guys know how much of a Cena glazer I am. I never thought I'd see the day where my goat won his 17th world title, and I'll just be sitting there in the stadium like,
I hate ads. I just got rid of YouTube Premium and I got shit ton of ads. Let's go ahead and skip that, Lord.
Okay. What a lifestyle. Now, did we have some fun during this heel run? Of course we did. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like we didn't. Randy Orton versus Cena was the first feud after WrestleMania, and Randy versus Cena at Backlash live from St. Louis, Randy's hometown, was the best, worst match I've ever seen, if that makes any sense. Was it a finisher spam? Hell yeah. But the crowd
Yeah.
was so hot, so rowdy. I had a blast watching this, and realistically, what did anyone really want from this match? Did we really need a 30-minute Randy versus Cena classic with headlocks for 10 minutes? Please, God, no. This was exactly what we needed. I thought it was fun. I thought it was great. I thought it worked. And also what worked was Cena doing this at the Backlash post show. Like, these were genuine fun moments. But
Yeah.
when Cena's retirement tour features matches like Logan Paul.
Hey, speaking of R-Truth seeing that, bro, I seen him like the little SmackDown clip. I thought it was a little funny. But so it's like R-Truth is not Ron Killings anymore. Can somebody explain that to me? Because when I seen that, I was just like, this man did all that, cut his hair for nothing. And I'm just like, bro, WWE just be scratching stuff. And I was so invested in R-Truth being a heel again. And I'm just like, man. But let me get back to the video.
And him teaming up against Cody and the Yeet Man, it's like, really? Really? Y'all couldn't have cooked up anything else? Cena has limited dates left, and this is what we're running. And what's hilarious is this is where Travis Scott was gonna pull up and wrestle, but he bailed. So yeah, these idiots really threw Travis into the main event of WrestleMania for no reason, just to not even get their stupid cloud chasing WCW 1998 tag match.
Not
And that makes me so
WCW.
happy. They deserved it. They 100% deserved it, because this is what happens when you're too busy chasing clout instead of just doing the right thing. For me, one of the most bittersweet things about the 153 days was the 3-week CM Punk feud. Cena and Punk, as we know, had one of the most iconic wrestling rivalries of all time.
Oh,
And
yeah, it
luckily
was
for us,
fire.
because we are pretty lucky, the stars aligned and we're going to run it back one last time. We're going to run back this all-time legendary feud. They're going to wrestle for the first time one-on-one in 12 years. It is literally one of the biggest big money matches we have. Let's run it for 3 weeks and call it a day, boys. Yo, they treated Cena versus Punk like an ugly stepchild. They treated this rivalry like it was a checkpoint. Like, oh, hey, we did the Cena and Punk match. Hopefully the marks are happy. It really seemed like they did it just so they could say they did it. And
Yeah.
what makes all that so stupid is heel Cena was literally at his absolute best when he was feuding with CM Punk. This was a 3 week period where everything in the heel run finally clicked the best it could. This was the 3 weeks in the heel run where I actually felt something. I love their promos, their
Yeah, it
interactions,
was
just the
fire.
magic when they were in the ring
I
together.
liked it
This
too.
should have been such a big part of his retirement tour, not a footnote, but from the first promo where Cena basically calls out Punk to take him on at Saudi if he really wants that match, to when Cena aided Punk in the middle of the ring on SmackDown, cut that pipe bomb promo, and to me, in all of the 153 days, that was the highlight of Cena's heel run. Yo, this is where
It
Cena really
was
locked
tough
in. When
though.
he
I
recreated
liked
the
it, and
pipe
then
bomb, getting his lick back after
CM Punk did the
14 odd
thugonomic thing.
years,
It was
spinning
cool.
and talking his shit, but
Yeah,
finally coming off as cold and evil, methodical. This was it because he finally felt authentic. You were the best in the world
yeah.
for 7 minutes 14 years ago, and he called CM Punk Mr. TKO and a capitalist opportunistic, and of course, Punk got it back by returning the favor and coming out like Ultimate
Yeah,
Cena.
that was
These two
cool,
had
bruh.
3 weeks
I
and a
like
ring.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it
had
was
3 weeks
fire.
and a match at a Saudi show, which, hey, I know Saudi PLEs get more respect these days, but let's be real, there's still Saudi shows. That's not a SummerSlam. Yet in those 3 weeks, they delivered like their legacies were on the line. Their feud has always been worthy of a WrestleMania main event, a SummerSlam main event at the
That's
very
true.
least, even in 2025. But all they got was Saudi in 3 weeks and a match that was going to end with like 500 interferences. And yet they still had the most compelling part of this whole
Yeah,
heel run. By the way, Triple H, you can do the same match on 2 pay-per-views back to back. This generation isn't that brain rotted, ADHD to the core. We're fine if Cena did the match at Money in the Bank and Night of Champions. Like, it's fine. You don't
yeah.
have to cram everything in. But of course, they had a great
They
match. But
always
when it was
cram
over
everything
after
in.
500 interferences, we all came down from the high and was like, okay, back to reality. They got the Punk feud over as fast as they could. On to the next one. And the last month of Cena's heel run was all over the place. It felt like we were just going through the motions. Yeah, there were some solid promos in there. They were trying, but I think a lot of fans can agree it just felt cold. Maybe it was too soon for the rematch after their stinker. Maybe it was a stigma of the first match.
Speaking of John Cena, I was a little upset because you know how John be coming to Raw and then SmackDown. When I went to Raw last month, bro, I was like, bro, I want to see John Cena on his farewell tour. Like, out of everybody I didn't seen, like I've seen 3 different versions of Roman Reigns, 3 different versions of Seth Rollins. Uh, shit, I don't. I've seen so many. I've seen majority of everybody. I even seen my favorite wrestler Booker T once. Out of everybody I've seen, I've never seen John Cena in person. I've never seen John Cena, and I'm just like, bro, when hopefully they come back again this year, because like John Cena, I need to see him before his farewell tour is over. If I don't, then damn, but still.
Maybe people still weren't done with the Punk feud, or maybe, just maybe, they don't know how to book heel Cena. Actually, no, they know how to do it. They know how to do it. Let's be real. They know how to do it. They just don't want to do it. This whole one felt like, that one chill teacher you had in high school who every now and then tried being strict and nobody ever bought it? That was Cena here. That was literally
Yeah,
Cena, the
that's
chill
true. That's
teacher
true. That's
who was
true.
trying to be strict, but nobody bought it. And just when it couldn't get any weirder,
That man
because
got the
we had
Paul
the
Heyman
weirdest
in the
heel
back
run
there.
ever, it did. On August 1st, when Cena, just 2 nights before SummerSlam, turned face by basically saying, yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I love you guys. I'm back. Just like that, it was over. Cena was back to being a face after
I
5
thought it was
months. It
so
was done,
weird,
and
bro. I
this
did. I
almost
really
didn't
did.
seem real because of how just random this was.
It
I think literally
was.
everyone watching this was like, nah, it's a ruse, it's fake. There's no way this is
I
it.
thought
There
it
has to
was
be a double
too.
cross. There has to be something because it felt so surreal seeing this promo because I was like, damn, y'all really gave up. This was the most blatant display of creative, just throwing their hands in the air and giving up I've ever seen in wrestling. And the fact that it happened on this story, on a heel run of this magnitude, is crazy. We really went from this to turning face on an episode of SmackDown 2 nights
Cody be
before
trusting the wrong
SummerSlam
people.
to a downfall.
It's
We
just
waited
crazy
20
to me.
plus years, and this was the run we got. And just like that, what was supposed to be the biggest heel turn run of the 21st century was over. And when people look back at this, people like to blame The Rock. They like to blame Travis Scott, which sure, blame him too. I don't blame you. But to me, at the end of the day, the fact is, even if The Rock heavily influenced this, whatever, blah, 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 Triple H's henchmen had 5 months to make this work. You're
They
telling me they
did.
couldn't have done anything better than this? Maybe the heel Cena run was bound to fail. Maybe no matter what, it was never going to live up to expectations.
Canon
But it should
events.
have been better than this. Maybe Cena should have taken more control of his character. I don't know. But the sad reality is actually Cena in his last year in his 2025 retirement tour had 5 months of television that now we basically have to pretend like never happened. John Cena's last year retirement tour should have been the easiest thing to book, even if he did turn heel. Yet these idiots approached it like it was Einstein level of science, fucking E plus MC squared. And what makes all of this hurt, what makes all of this so much more depressing, was how SummerSlam went down. Because at SummerSlam, we got a taste of what we should have been having all year long.
Yes. And another effing ad.
Come on, man.
Quality at unbeatable prices? Yes, chef.
Horse duvers.
It's an Aldi thing.
When Cody Rhodes was standing in the ring at MetLife Stadium in the main event of SummerSlam, and as we were waiting for Cena to arrive, I was still kind of like, nah, they're playing us. He's gonna be still
Right,
heel,
yeah.
double turn. I don't know, something's gonna happen. But when Cena came out and the screens went from black to blue, and we had the old Cena back, honestly, as sad as it is, pretending like the last 5 months never happened is for the best. This time at SummerSlam, Cena genuinely had his legacy on the line, and after 5 months of God knows what, our GOAT turned up. Super Cena and Super Rhodes dropped a banger at SummerSlam. Was it cheesy as hell at times? 1000%. Didn't they go overkill with the AAs? Yeah, but who cares?
But it was a
Having
good
fun,
match.
getting
Oh my
fun.
gosh, I
The
loved
crowd
it.
was eating it up. Cody was playing his role perfectly. You could have heard the crowd from miles away. And best of all, with the shitty heel run behind him, Unk showed us that Unk still got it.
Yeah.
37 minutes. Yes, we had our 48-year-old GOAT go 37 minutes in the summer heat outside, just going out there, and Unk did not get tired. Unk held it down, and Unk did his thing. Pile drivers, pop up power bomb, code red.
Yeah, he went
Cable
stupid.
being broken,
They both
bodies
went
being
so stupid
broken,
on that
and
match.
the lasting image that everyone will always remember from this defining image that honestly might even define Cena's entire 2025. It doesn't get more 2025 than Cena.
That one right, that part right there
That's
was
the thing, this
fire.
guy
Oh my
Cena's
gosh,
retirement
with
tour
the
should have
smirk.
been stupid, silly fun things like this. Not you people promos, not Travis Scott, not Logan Paul tag team matches. And if anything, this match proved as elite as his moment was. This is all we needed all year. Cena just playing his greatest hits and having genuine fun.
He works better as a
bangers.
babyface.
Screw
It just
TikToks and social media
that's
calls
how it
by
works.
non-wrestling accounts. Screw celebrities. 2025 should have just been the year of Cena saying goodbye. Well, we relive our childhoods, and kids of today get special moments as well. We had 36 dates. This year should have featured more matches with Punk, more with Randy. He should have teamed up with Cody, teamed up with Roman. Who cares? He should have been in last man standing matches,
Yep.
I quit matches, more matches like this. Maybe he should have just won the Rumble or, won the Chamber and just faced Gunther. Imagine these two having a last man standing match. Come on, bro. Come on. 2025 needed to be a love letter to John Cena and his career, not aura farming and cloud chasing, not creating moments for a stupid Netflix show that comes and goes and a week later nobody cares about. And this
Yeah.
37-minute bagger proved all of that. Was 8 attitude adjustments overkill? Yeah, sure, but you know what? It's Cena. It's his last SummerSlam. After December, we're never getting him in a match again, hitting an AA again, so who cares? Maybe he should have done 10. And that's what's so bittersweet about all of this. The SummerSlam match gave us what we wanted, what we should have got all year, but nah, going viral on one night was more important when they could have had months of just people going crazy for this shit. Like I
Yep.
said, the John Cena heel turn became the perfect example of everything wrong with modern day WWE
Yep.
and TKO. Everything is being done for the wrong reasons. As
Yeah.
I'm finishing up this video, John Cena has 12 appearances left on his farewell tour.
Damn,
And
12?
that makes me sad. Yo, that makes me sad. As
No,
hell
no, no.
because
It's
I'm not sad
it's
that
11
almost
now.
over. I've
No,
accepted
11 or
that.
10 now.
But they wasted 20 of his appearances. The SummerSlam match was so bittersweet.
Yep.
The John Cena heel run was a failure in every way. I don't care
Yep.
what the metrics say. I don't care how many people and their mom watch WrestleMania 41. It would have been the most viewed Mania ever regardless. But here I am. I'm just like, damn, look what they did to our goat. The heel turn was never worth it. It genuinely was never worth it. As time goes by, I've gone from, they could have booked it better, they could have done this, could have done that, to like, no. Why the fuck did they even do it? Like, that one night, that one moment was not worth it. It's John Cena.
Well, you think about
What
it.
are we doing here? But it's done. It's
Yeah.
over. It happened. And
Yeah.
here we are with just 12 appearances left, and All we can do is just hope that 12 appearances are legendary. I don't know what they can cook up in 12 appearances, but
I don't know
it's
either.
sad. They had
I don't
36
know either.
dates, and we're down to 12, and there was probably 5 nights so far that were worth it. And here we are. We live in a world where the WWE really managed to ruin John Cena's farewell tour by turning him heel. It's as simple
Yeah.
as that. They turned him heel for absolutely no reason. Ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, look how they massacred our goat.
Man.
So while I'm uploading this
Postscript.
video, turns out that at Clash in Paris in a few weeks, it's gonna be John Cena versus.
See, I knew he was gonna
What
mention that.
the
Yeah.
Is wrong with this company? Triple H needs to be fired. You know what? He needs to be assassinated. Nick Khan, get out of here. TKO, burning. Like, what the? Like, why do you guys hate John Cena so much? He's done nothing but carry the.
Bro.
I'm done. I'm done, bro. God
Dog.
forbid we get an AJ Styles rematch, right? God forbid we get another CM Punk match. Why would we do this?
AJ Styles would be tough, though.
All year, Mr. Banned from Japan. Why don't they do this in Japan? Why don't they do Clash in Japan, guys? Oh wait, they can't. If you want to do something like this, just put Dominic Mysterio in the ring with Cena. What? Not.
That'll be a better
You
match,
gotta
low key. I
have
would have cooked. That
gotta
match
see
would have
wrestlers
cooked.
Pull up on impulsive podcasts, right? You know, gotta have some TikTok views. I'm done. And don't forget, we got Brock Lesnar just lurking in the corner, God, waiting for God knows what. You know, like I said, I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Here's a little postscript for you. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Oh
Thank you for
my
watching.
gosh.
I just don't understand. Why do they hate John Cena so much? Why? What did he do to you guys? They are really massacring our goat in front of us. They are butchering our goat
Bro.
in front of us.
This is.
Jokes aside, I'm not that mad because at this point, what do we really expect, right? What do we really expect? But imagine working on a video for like 25 plus hours, and by the end, you're all hopeful, like, yeah, at least seeing his face now. At least we'll have some fun. And this is what you find out. What a lifestyle.
If I'm gonna tell y'all something that's so crazy, and most of y'all as wrestling fans should already know. But most WWE wrestlers that retire, they never retire on a good note. They always retire either with shitty matches, shitty storylines. I'm gonna give you an example of all of them right now. John Cena, Kurt Angle. Who else retired? Besides, I would say Stone Cold. Stone Cold, he get a pass because that last match he had with Kevin Owens was fire. I would say Bret Hart. Yeah, Shawn Michaels. His actual last match was. If you want to count the Saudi Arabia match, you can. If you don't, then he retired on a good note. Probably Triple H, low key. I'm trying to remember his last. Yeah, his last match was ass, and that was with Shawn Michaels, I believe. Who else retired on a shitty note? It's so many wrestlers that when they retire, they always have like a shitty, either a shitty run or a shitty match, and it's not even their fault. It's just, man, just can't win, man. They just can't. Sting didn't even. He went out with an L, went to AEW and got a W. And who else? I would say, well, Booker T isn't retired, so I can't count him. Batista, I mean, his last match was with Triple H, but that was okay. I think John Cena versus AJ Styles would be a lot better because they had a crazy feud. I loved it. John said he didn't mind going against Logan Paul. I think it was on the podcast or something. But man, now I think about this, it's so crazy because it's like, it's what it is. John's retirement tour has been demolished because of one thing, and that's the heel turn. I personally think the heel turn should have happened at WrestleMania. Would have made for a crazy, crazy moment. But, you know, they wanted to do whatever. And I think WWE has learned their lesson. Or they're going to learn their lesson after this. Because it should have never happened. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video post from Nation. We're out. Deuces. One love, peace. Catch you guys later. Stay blessed. See ya.
I'ma talk my shit, gotta pop like this. Move your hands to that bitch, she gotta rock like Mick, but I'ma jagger her shit. I'ma talk my shit, I'ma talk my shit, gotta pop like this. Move your hands to that bitch, she gotta rock like Mick, but I'ma jagger her shit. I'ma talk my shit,